Populous Reaction by Stephen Noseworthy. Check out his website at www.stephennoseworthy.com/books. Populous Reaction is a fictional thriller novel about an AI that made a bank too efficient for humanity. When an artificial intelligence is trained to maximize profits, what happens when compassion gets coded out of the equation? In Populous Reaction, a powerful AI built to optimize a major bank's operations crosses the thin line between efficiency and exploitation, triggering a global financial reckoning. The prequel to the Billionaire's clause, this gripping thriller asks, what protects people when profit becomes the only metric? Buy it. It is now available on Amazon and Kindle. Here's an excerpt I will read out loud from Populous Reaction. I hope you enjoy. Versailles trembled under the roar of a starving nation. Marie Antoinette paced the marble floors, the thunder of footsteps rising like a storm outside the palace gates. They will not stop at bread, she whispered. They will take everything. Inside, King Louis XVI sat among trembling advisors. What do they want? He demanded. Justice, sire, one replied softly. And food, the king scoffed. Will justice fill their bellies? But it was already too late. The revolution had reached his door. That is the end of our excerpt. Hope you are convinced to read the book. But if you need a referral, here is a review from one of Stephen's #1 fans, Charmaine. She has read all of his books. Charmaine's a caregiver, avid reader, and Stephen's #1 fan. She says, every one of Stephen's books has the same problem. Once I pick them up, I cannot put them down. I keep telling myself, just one more chapter. But the stories pull you forward because you have to know what happens next. What I love most is that each book tackles issues I wish were solved in real life. Stephen writes the world as it could be, fairer, kinder, and more hopeful. And I often find myself thinking, if only. In Homo sapiens, I grew so attached to the characters that when something terrible happened, I literally said, oh no, out loud. And when something good happened, I was cheering, yes. That's how real they felt. In How to Tame a Superpower, I appreciated how truth and reconciliation isn't just mentioned, it's central. Stephen doesn't gloss over it. Our First Nations are shown as leaders, problem solvers, and a vital part of our future. The connected series of Populous Reaction and the Billionaire's Clause, with General Titus and Jack Sparrow, is one of my favorites. I love those characters and how they work through impossible situations. The bad AIs in Populous Reaction genuinely scared me, but seeing the good AIs partner with the heroes was powerful and uplifting. And in the Billionaire's Clause, I loved the message. Every person deserves credit and benefit for the ideas they create. That message stayed with me long after. Now, I'm waiting for obedience, and I already know it's going to be another page-turner. Charmaine. Thank you for listening. Hope you come read my books. Yours truly, Stephen Noseworthy.